Alright, week 5 picks is here. I just recorded my week 4 recap. Um, yes, as I'm recording this, the game literally just kicked off, but I already wrote it down um, in the spreadsheet of who I have. I have the Rams winning the game, but I have the Niners covering at plus 8.5. So I will just get that game right out of the way. We're going to just jump right into it. So I went 11-5 in week 4, 8-8 against the spread. Could be better on the spread. 11-5. I'm decently happy with. Predicted the upset of the Jags beating the Chiefs, but I did not predict the Giants beating the Chargers. Jackson Dart might be him. He's gonna start 2-0, I think, in his debut or career. He's gonna start 2-0 because I just don't see the Saints winning a football game. But yeah, let's get right into it. This is the standings. We got 2 undefeated teams, and then we have 3 winless teams in the Titans, Jets, and Saints. The Jets are right there. Like, they kind of remind me of I said this in my recap video, but they kind of remind me of the Lions of 2 or 3 years ago, whenever that was, when they were right there. They were close to winning games. They just couldn't mesh it all together. And then that next year, and I'm not saying the Jets are going to be phenomenal next year, but they might take 2 years from now. But I feel like they are on the brink of being a decent football team to make the AFC East a little bit more competitive. So, yeah, let's get into it. Teams on a bye. We got Steelers, Bears, Packers, Falcons. And Packers need their bye because, my goodness. 2-1-1. Bears 2-2, Vikings 2-2, Lions 3-1. Lions offense is clicking again. It only took 1 bad week, and I'm glad we played the Lions when we did, because first game was against new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, and we caught them off guard. Thank the heavens we played them week 1. We kind of got blessed by that by the NFL, not gonna lie. Alright, let's stop yapping. Let's get into this. So, Texans, Ravens. Sounds like Lamar is doubtful, and they might hold him out until the bye week. And he might start week 7, I guess, or something like that. But he's for sure probably not going to play this game. He's doubtful. So, for that reason, I'm going to pick the Texans. That is the sole reason I am picking the Texans in this game. Obviously, if Lamar was healthy, I'd probably pick the Ravens to win that game. But he's out because everyone seems to be getting injured this year. And let's see, what's the spread? The spread was 2.5 Houston, and I have Houston covering the spread. Colts, Raiders. Colts took their first loss, like I predicted, in week 4 against the Rams. Tough game on the road. If the Colts were at home, I probably would have picked the Colts, but they were not. So, I think they get right back on track in the win column. Raiders going to move to 1-4, and the Colts are going to move to 4-1. And I am projecting Jonathan Taylor to have a monster game. Something's just telling me he's going to have like 2 or 3 touchdowns and like 150 yards rushing. I think he's going to have a monster game. That or Daniel Jones. I mean, geez, right now Daniel Jones is an MVP. Like, holy moly, I can't believe that's even a thing right now. Yeah, Colts move to 4-1. Raiders, they're finally understanding. You just turn around and hand it off to Genty and just make things happen, or he'll make things happen. Geno Smith is not looking like Seahawks Geno Smith, which I kind of figured was going to happen. But I guess the season is still kind of early to turn it around. They're not completely out of it, but they got to get going quick if they want to do anything special. Bills, Patriots. Patriots offense scored 42 against Carolina. I know it's Carolina, so I'm not going to insanely overreact, but I was not expecting them to score 42 points, even though it was Carolina. Drake May's a dog. The defense, Mike Vrabel's defense, it's just a Mike Vrabel led team. I think they finished the year above 500. I think they might sneak into the playoffs, honestly. With all the injuries, as long as they can stay healthy. Right now, it's survival of the fittest, and if you're healthy, you're gonna make the playoffs. It's one of those seasons, which is kind of annoying. Like, it's just not good for football, all these injuries. And they put all these safety rules in, and it's football. You have grown men running at max speed, some of the fastest humans in the world, with helmets on, and they're flying into each other. Like, injuries are going to happen. You're not going to get rid of injuries. Just, it's football. If you don't want to see injury, or like if the NFL doesn't want to, you might as well go to flag football. Because, I mean, that's how they're kind of treating it. It's like, oh, these injuries, and let's come up with all these safety rules, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you're not going to completely wipe out injuries. You're just not. Unless you want to play flag football, then go ahead and make it NFL flag football. Like, that's the only way you're gonna. And people still get injured because they have turf. That's a whole nother topic, but yeah, turf is terrible. Anyway, totally going off into left field now. Bills, Patriots. Yeah, I got the Bills. I think the Bills are just gonna be too much for the Patriots. Oh, I didn't even do the Colts spread. L recorder. Bills 7.5. I have the Bills covering this, I believe. Yep, covering 7.5, and then the Colts game, I have Colts covering 6.5. Chiefs, Jags. Wait, what? What is happening? Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Jesus. I think earlier in the video I said the Jags upset the Chiefs. I meant to say the Jags upset the Niners. I can't remember what I said. Holy moly. Chiefs, Jags. You wanna know what? Duval, baby. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know why, but I'm believing in this team right now, and I know it's not good for me, but I think they do it again. If it was in Arrowhead, I would have chose the Chiefs, but out in Duval, give me Jacksonville. Another upset. My upset of the week is yet again riding with Jacksonville. Actually, I might have two upsets. I don't know if you guys would consider this an upset, but this Vikings-Browns game, I have the Browns. And the Browns obviously covering because they're plus. I believe the Jags are also plus. Let me make sure, though. Yep, plus 3.5 at home. Give me. I love betting on home underdogs. Love it. Give me Jacksonville. Plus 3.5, obviously, and then give me Cleveland is currently. I'm on ESPN, by the way. I don't know if all spreads are not gonna be the same, but plus 3.5 in London. Yeah. Cowboys, Jets. All right, Cowboys. I'll believe in you. My bad for saying you guys are gonna get smoked. Now if the Jets win, I'm gonna feel like a typical Cowboys fan, like how Cowboys fans, they get excited and then they shit the bed and then it's the same thing over and over again. But I'll believe in you this week. I think you guys beat the Jets. I think it's gonna be close. I think I have do I have the Cowboys covering? Yeah, 2.5. I have the Cowboys covering at 2.5. On the road. I know I said I like betting on home underdogs, but if the Packers defense can't stop the Cowboys, I don't see how the Jets defense can. And if they can, that's going to come back to bite me in the ass that I just made that comment. But I have the Cowboys winning and covering. Broncos, Eagles. The Eagles lose a game for the first time since 2021, I feel like. I think the Broncos are going to win this game. I don't know why. Well, actually, no, I do know why. They're plus 3.5. I do know why. The Eagles have not faced a defense like the Broncos yet this season. They're not. A.J. Brown is just not getting any catches. The passing game is already horrific for the Eagles, but they find a way to win. So it's like, whatever. You can't really. As long as you win a football game, you win a football game. Doesn't really matter. But they're going to need to pass the ball against the Broncos, and Jalen Hurts hasn't had to pass the ball yet this season, really a whole lot. And I think that's going to come bite them in the ass for this game, because now they're going to need to pass the ball, because the Broncos aren't going to go away easy. The defense is really good. I like the Broncos in this game. Up. It feels like an upset because the Eagles just don't fucking lose, bro. So, yeah, give me the Broncos. I'm going to call it an upset because, like I said, the Eagles just don't lose. They're going to go to 4-1, but they got a comfortable lead. Well, I shouldn't say they're going to run away with the division, but Jayden Daniels needs to come back, which I think he's a game-time decision as of right now, as I'm recording this. He practiced today and sounds like he is cleared, but it's going to be kind of like a kind of feel it out, see if he's ready to let loose. Let's see, Eagles, Broncos. Where's the Broncos at? They moved to 3-2. Them and the Chargers, man. I mean, the Chiefs, they did win against the Ravens, so they didn't go 1-4. If they would have went 1-4, that would not be good. So they are 2-3, or they're 2-2. Or they would have been 1-3. Sorry, I have them losing, but that moves the Chiefs to 2-3. The Chiefs, I mean, I don't think the Chiefs are going to miss the playoffs by any means, but I don't think they're going to win the division. That's going to be between the Chargers and the Broncos, and like I said, it's whoever can stay healthy. Dolphins, Panthers. I know the Dolphins actually looked like they had a semi-decent offense for once. Tyreek Hill is now hurt. Panthers are a completely different team when they play at home. Give me the Panthers. Panthers will win their second game, and the Dolphins will be 1-4, and the season is pretty much starting to become over. Yeah, that's about all that for that game. That game is not going to be very interesting. This game's in progress right now, but I did have the Rams winning this game. They're down 7-0 right now, if you guys can see that. But I did have the Rams winning, and I had the 49ers plus 8.5. And then the Panthers I have at plus 1.5. And let's see. Yeah, Broncos I had at plus 3.5. Cardinals, Titans. I have the Cardinals winning, but I think I have the Titans covering minus 7.5. Yep, I have the Titans. I don't know why. I just feel like the Titans are. This is the second time I've bet on the Titans plus 7.5 or whatever they were last week. But no James Conner, no Trey Benson for the Cardinals. They have Demercado or however you say his name. No disrespect to him or anything, but he's just not James Conner or Trey Benson. I think that this is going to be a low-scoring game, and I feel like it's going to be another boring game, kind of like the Dolphins-Panthers. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe Cam Ward just all of a sudden becomes Miami Hurricane Cam Ward, but I highly doubt that. But yeah, give me the Cardinals and then give me Titans at plus 7.5. Now, Commanders-Chargers. Jayden Daniels, like I said, is probably going to play this game, but I don't think it matters. I think the Chargers will bounce back after they overlooked the Giants. And I think they get back in the win column and they move to 4-1. Commanders will fall to 2-3 and third in the division up here to the top right. But if I am the Commanders, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Let me move this quick. Go. There we go. Now you guys can see the standings better. Yeah, I wouldn't panic too much if I was the Commanders. They're going to finish second in the division. That is just pretty much a given unless something happens to the Eagles for injury-wise. But I think the Commanders would be just fine falling to 2-3. Lions, Bengals, give me the Lions by about 450 points. If you thought last week was bad, Bengals fans, this week is going to be worse. Lions are probably going to score 50 points here. And I definitely have them covering by that comment. Yeah, Lionsmen, I have Lions at minus 10.5. I just don't see this. I don't see this staying close at all. Did the Rams game over here. Giants, Saints. I have the Giants. And the Giants are plus 1.5. So yeah, I got the Giants winning outright, and then obviously the plus 1.5. Jackson Dart he might be a dog. He might be a dog, and I drafted him for Dynasty, and I love it. So yeah, I kind of hope they open up the playbook a little bit more. And the one thing I do not like them doing is stop doing design quarterback runs so much with Dart. I understand that's part of his game, but when it's your first game and when it's his first career game and you're making him run what he scrambled like like a scramble, like breakdown in the pocket, he scrambles, that's fine. But when you have design quarterback runs, at least 6 plays were design quarterback runs. Let's not kill the guy, huh? I understand he wants to run, and I understand you want to use that ability that he has of running, but let's not kill him. All right, Giants fans, you guys might have a quarterback here. Let's not. I would like to see them not do design quarterback runs so much with him. The guy has an arm. He's got a cannon. He's a beast. I mean, just dial back just a little bit on the quarterback scrambles, please. That's the only complaint I have with the Giants. But I do have the Giants winning, and obviously plus 1.5, like I said. Saints fall to 0-5, and the Giants go to 2-3. Sunday night, this is 3:25, I believe. This game could go either way, but I'm a Baker Mayfield guy. I love Baker. I'm going to say this every video that I pick the Buccaneers. I love Baker. I think they get this job done, but I don't know what the spread. Bucks plus 3.5. Love it. Love that line. Absolutely love it. Plus 3.5, and give me the money line. Buccaneers go to 4-1. Seahawks go to 3-2, and the NFC West is a tight race. Lions kind of pull away here down here in the right with the North. Buccaneers pull away in the South. Eagles are going to probably pull away a little bit with the East. Bills are going to run away with the AFC East. There's no doubt in my mind with that. The AFC West is going to be it's going to kind of shake down to be a good one. And the South, surprisingly, I think it's going to be a three-way race towards the end of the season with the South. I'm not going to lie. And low-key, if Jackson's out till week 7, Steelers might run away with this. I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. If you're Rodgers and he doesn't play till week 7, or Lamar doesn't play till week 7, you can't lose a game. Don't lose a game. Obviously, you have a bye this week. But week 6, 7, and even 8, don't lose. Get that lead, because when Lamar comes back, we all know what Lamar Jackson can do. I mean, the guy's a stud. But anyway, guys, that is my picks, and I'll show you guys this screen one more time. So this is the regular picks here. This is against the spread. Hopefully I do better against the spread. Like I said, I was 8-8 last week, 11-5 for the money line picks. Yeah, let me know if you guys think my picks are trash, and let me know if you guys have anything different down below in the comments. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Good luck to all your guys' teams. Peace.